Straight from Vancouver, we got the best podcast. Thorun Skundo, going hard, we here to last. Talking about everything reptilian pussy to political conversations, getting real pushy. Podcasts in the city where the vibe's so green.
Hello.
Hello. What
Welcome
up, world?
To episode 47.
Welcome to episode 47
of the Thorun Skundo podcast. Today, we have an action-packed episode for you. We have the war in Iran, which is very unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
As well as Professor Jiang's reaction and predictions.
We cover a lot of unfortunate news.
We have UFO sightings in Montreal, Canada.
Montreal.
Also,
Tabernacle.
We have Illuminati segment.
This is an
ABC.
Illuminati podcast.
They turn the friggin' frogs gay.
And then we also have a segment on female representation in crime, as well as some lighthearted video reactions. And then we round out the episode with some rants.
Yes, sir. I think this will be good.
With that being said, let's jump into the war in Iran.
Jesus Christ. I apologize for this guy.
I'm just trying to hype up the crowd.
Yeah, you're too much, man.
Yeah, no, it's really bad.
Oh, Professor Jiang.
So
Dude, this guy's popping right now. He's got hella clout.
yeah, Professor Jiang is a Canadian. He is hella clout right now.
Canadian.
Chinese
He's dual
Canadian.
citizen.
I don't know if much needs to be said about the war in Iran. It's been over a week now, and
Well, we didn't talk about it since it happened. I feel like we should cover, like, the United States.
Give the folks a rundown.
Yeah, they should probably know, but the United States fucking invaded Iran, which is crazy. Or they took out Soleimani, is that his name?
The supreme leader.
The Ayatollah, which is crazy. So I didn't realize prior to this that he's like the leader of the Shia Muslims. Shia, how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I think it's Shia.
He was like the leader.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
supreme leader.
So I didn't know he was also the leader of like a religion, which is crazy. I learned about this after the fact.
I mean, the regime is a theocracy.
And I guess so my coworker was breaking this down to me too. The difference between Shia and Sunni. I guess the Shia don't see Muhammad as the prophet. He was saying there's some other guy they think is the prophet. This is please don't. I might be fucking this up, but that's what he told me.
Right.
He's Sunni.
Because he's a Muslim.
Yeah, my coworker was breaking it down.
Okay,
like he's fasting, doing all this shit. So I was talking
For
to him.
Ramadan.
Yeah. So I was talking to him about it. He's from Bangladesh. Shout out to Feek. But yeah. So it's crazy that the United States, you know, you don't have to be a fan of the Iranian regime to acknowledge that it's crazy for them to kill the leader of a country and the leader of a sect of one of the largest religions in the world during the holy month of Ramadan.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And like, you know, you can say like, you know, I'm not saying the guy was a good guy, but to think that there's not going to be repercussions from those actions is crazy. Like, you know, certain members of Islam, not all of them, are known for terror attacks. Yeah. You know? And to think that like, oh, we're just going to kill him and nothing's going to happen. Like there was already that mass shooting in Houston. Mm-hmm. Do you hear about that?
I think so, yeah.
Austin, maybe? There's like a guy shot up a bar. I think he shot
I know, like U.S. consulates are getting shot at around Canada.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
The consulates around the world are
Yeah.
U.S. consulates specifically are kind of getting attacked.
And I saw this thing today. Apparently the FBI was warning that Iran was going to do a drone strike or a drone attack on the western United States. So like areas like Los Angeles and stuff. I think they like prevented it, but there was like a risk of something like that happening. So it's just crazy. Very big escalation in global geopolitics.
Yeah,
I think
this comes right off the heels of the whole Venezuela thing, where he just comes in there, fucking grabs the guy, He was like, yeah, you're done.
And I think the thing is too is maybe Trump might have gotten a bit overzealous. Is that the word?
He's getting cocky. And actually, I was listening to an interview with Professor Jiang, and he said that part of this is him being overconfident now because of how successful Venezuela was.
Yeah, where Iran is not Venezuela.
Mm-mm.
They have a huge military capabilities. They have hypersonic missiles. They have some of the most oil in the world. They don't have as much as Venezuela, but they export a lot more. So it kind of counteracts that. Venezuela has so much oil, but it's just sitting in the ground.
Yeah.
So this idea that he's just going to go in there, take out the leader, and it's going to be a 2-week operation. It's like, dude, you've awoken a sleeping giant, I would say, in a way, because it's not just Iran.
Yeah, it's all the proxy military groups too.
Yeah. So it's funny, actually, another thought. I saw this thing. Apparently the Taliban supports the United States invading Iran.
Really?
Because I guess they're different, like, Muslim sects, or I don't know.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know. They're like, we don't fuck with them. Like, I don't know. I saw a video online, some Taliban guy being like, yeah. It's like sitting beside like an ISIS flag.
Okay, but really? An ISIS flag?
I don't know.
I
could
guess
be, no,
ISIS...
ISIS is. Are they in the Afghanistan? I can't remember.
Okay, I guess
no,
the IRGC is different
that's
than
Al Qaeda.
ISIS.
Al Qaeda.
What's IRGC versus ISIS? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Perplexity.
Yeah.
We're gonna ask our sponsor, Perplexity. We have lots of sponsors these days, which is dope. We've got Athletic Greens, we've got Perplexity, we've got Tim Hortons, and Moderna, and Celsius. Shout out Celsius. This episode is sponsored by Celsius Energy Drinks. Side effects may include rapid heart rate, diarrhea, sweating, and vomiting. Please consult a physician if you experience any of these symptoms. And what are they saying?
I got the acronym wrong. Okay, so the IRGC versus ISIS. IRGC was created after this 1979 Iranian Revolution to protect the new Islamic Republic and its political systems, separate from Iran's regular army. The IRGC has its own ground forces, navy, aerospace, missile force, intelligence unit, and the Baj militia.
Okay, so it's like a government organization.
Okay, yeah.
ISIS is like a terrorist organization. Like, they're not backed.
Several countries
officially backed by government. I'm sure they have some backing.
Yeah, the IRGC is the official arm of the Iranian state. ISIS is a non-state terrorist group that tried to build its own caliphate. But, like, I'm sorry, what's the difference? Like, is there really a difference?
Well, I think one's Sunni and one's Shia.
Well, sure, but, like, why is one a terrorist group and the other one's, oh, it's just an official arm of the Iranian state? Like,
well, I think they are kind of different.
I mean, they kind of have the same end goal in mind. They're just like, we want everyone to be Muslim.
I like Muslim people.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing against Muslims. Like, yeah, there's many perfectly nice Muslim people, but
this is a pro-Taliban podcast.
I'm just saying, when it's a theocracy, it's kind of hard to get behind the whole thing. And it's like, you know, why is one group allowed to just, you know, be just...
I think they're like in different countries.
Well, yeah, they're
like
they're
ISIS is in like fucking Northern Africa and like fucking Afghanistan and shit.
Well, okay, and then here's what Perplexity says actually as well, which is several countries, including the U.S. and more recently others like Australia and the EU, have designated the IRGC or parts of it, such as the Quds Force, as involved in terrorism and supporting and support to militant groups, but it remains part of Iran's formal power structure, not an underground group like ISIS. So they're still funding terror, and they're the ones who are funding other terrorist groups, even though they're an official part of the Iranian government.
It gets complicated because a lot of countries throughout history are even like, I'm not like anti-American, but I think it's important to be, what's the word?
Like objective.
Yes, objective. The United States has funded terror.
They've been destabilizing countries, and they've been funding.
Even the whole. Have you heard the whole theory that the United States, apparently it's declassified now, but they are the ones who overthrew the old regime, or not regime, the old government in Iran in the 70s. Because you look
I think didn't they like
that was like a CIA
operation.
operation. So like. Apparently, because you look at these old photos and videos of Iran in the 70s, and it was like women had their hair long, they were wearing dresses, they would go out to dances, they had like jazz cafes. Dude, it looked fucking lit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, imagine being in Iran in like the 70s prior to all that like Islam taking over the government.
Actually, my girlfriend's mom spent a year in Iran prior to all that.
Yeah, what'd she say?
She said it was nice.
It looked lit. People riding around on jet skis, fucking. It was like westernized. And then they had this guy come in that they elected, one of the old Ayatollahs. Or maybe it was him. Has he been leader this whole time? Soleimani? I think he has. Apparently the CIA kind of like, he was a CIA plant.
Well, apparently also there was a big push from like the left wing because people
the leftists were the ones who put this guy into power.
Well, because they're kind of like, okay, we have the same goals because the royalty at the time apparently were quite oppressive in their own way.
Depending on who you ask, they were like,
they were oppressive in different ways, and they had a bit of a police state, and they were kind of.
Well, what's better, a police state or fucking what they have now?
A theocracy? Yeah. Well, and so apparently what happened is the leftists were kind of supporting the goals of the religious people, but then when the religious people got into power, they just got rid of the left people.
It's so ironic that like leftists voted this guy into power who made it like illegal for women to drive and like fucking play sports and like.
Well, I'm sure they didn't think it would get so extreme.
Yeah, the leftists never do think that far ahead, but it seems to happen time and time again throughout history. There's a lot of examples of it.
Yeah, I mean.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, there's really...
I can sympathize with their plight.
Yeah,
the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Something like that.
And retarded leftists.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, Professor Jiang.
So basically, Professor Jiang, back in 2024, sort of predicted the unfolding of current events a little bit, which is pretty interesting.
Did you know Alex Jones predicted 9/11 like 3 months before it happened?
Yep.
Yeah,
so in the
all our listeners,
in the same vein,
they turned the friggin' frogs gay.
Quote: "The reality is that right now it's a war of attrition between the United States and Iran," says Jiang, a history professor and geopolitical analyst who, back in May 2024, made 3 striking predictions. 1, Donald Trump's victory in the U.S. election. 2,
I feel like that was that hard of a prediction. Joe Biden was like full retard.
That's true. I think it was more than a coin toss.
And when he survived getting shot, come on,
that sealed the deal.
Yeah.
The outbreak of the war involving Iran and the defeat of the United States in the land once known as ancient Persia. This will forever change the global order. These 3 forecasts have surprised observers around the world. Iranians have been preparing 20 years for this conflict, he adds. Now, they have a pretty good strategy for how to weaken and ultimately destroy the American empire. So what the Iranians are doing is they're waging war against the entire global economy, the professor said on the program Breaking Points. So they're striking the GCC countries, the Gulf Cooperation Council. Not only are they striking the GCC countries, American bases, they're going after the critical energy infrastructure. Jiang explains. They've blocked off the Strait of Hormuz, and eventually they will go after water desalination plants, which is the lifeline of these nations because they don't have fresh water supply. The Iranians are actually threatening the very existence of Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain, Qatar. And why is this important for the Gulf states? Because they are the linchpin of the American economy. So what they do is sell petrodollars, and then they recycle the petrodollars back into the American economy through the investments in the stock market. And right now, we know that the entire American economy is propped up by AI investments in data centers, and a lot of that comes from the Gulf states. So if the Gulf states are no longer able to sell oil and they're no longer able to finance AI, this AI bubble in the United States will burst. And when it bursts as well, the entire American economy will, which is really a financial Ponzi scheme. So, I don't necessarily agree 100% with that, but
it's an interesting prediction.
The professor also insists that the United States military is not designed to fight a 21st century war. Remember that the military-industrial complex came into being after World War II and was designed to fight the Cold War. This is what the American air defense system is, basically, and that's why you're seeing this asymmetry, where you have these $1 million missiles trying to take out these $50,000 drones, and it's not sustainable in the long term. What we're really seeing is the puncturing of the aura of invincibility and viability that sustained American hegemony for the past 20 years. So that's a nice little article here. And I think it kind of summarizes it well. I think that it's a good take. Good job, Professor.
I sent you a video. It's a 1 minute video. It's him talking about, I don't know, the Illuminati and shit.
And yeah, he does have some Illuminati type angle too, which I find quite interesting.
It's on brand for our podcast. Chinese people can believe in the Illuminati too, believe it or not.
Yeah, so we're gonna give a listen to it now. So we have some videos to react to from the war itself, as well as from Professor Jiang.
Internal audio working or?
Sure. That is very important. It's an eschatological factor where, if you look at the Epstein files, it's clear that we are run by secret societies. It's clear that the world is run by these individuals who have a lot of power. We don't know who they are, but they control the military. They control the national security apparatus. And these people, there are different names for these people. You can call them the Illuminati. And the Illuminati are composed of three major groups. Okay, you have the Jesuits, who control the Vatican. You have the Sephardim Frankists, which control the modern state of Israel today. And you have the Freemasons, which control the national security apparatus of the United States. And they believe that Israel, this war in the Middle East, is key to the end times in creating heaven on earth. So it's almost like a script that they're following, even though it doesn't make any geopolitical sense. Okay, so I would say that these three are the best reasons why this is happening.
Wow.
So I was actually watching Tucker Carlson.
That's totally along with our take.
Hey, this is the shit West has been talking about. We're gonna get a guest on next week, and he's gonna talk about this. But so I was watching an interesting Tucker Carlson video a couple nights ago, and he was breaking it down pretty concisely. He's like vehemently opposed to the war in Iran. He was a big Trump supporter, but now he's like feels like he's been duped because, to be fair, Trump ran on being an anti-war president and not wanting war in the Middle East. And he's quoted saying like, "Oh, if Hillary wins, she's going to go to war with Iran and blah blah blah." And then for her him to turn around and do this, a lot of his backing and supporters, people who are like Republican, don't support it.
I don't want to be mean, and because I get the sentiment of wanting change in your country, and so you're just like, fuck it, like Trump is a better vote than Biden, because there was a lot of people in Canada who voted for Pierre because they just were tired of what was going on, and so they, without actually looking into any of the details or without care for the details, they just voted for the opposition because they just wanted something different without really understanding what that comes with. Mm-hmm. But if you voted for Trump thinking that you could take him seriously and trust him,
Well, I think it's like it's nuanced because, like, I think objectively, he's had some good policies, other ones not so much. Like any president, I think a lot of people felt pressured to do it because the Democrats and like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris did have
Sleepy
a lot
Joe
of. He was literally asleep at the wheel. So there's all those conspiracies saying he died and that it was a clone and all this shit, you know, which is honestly more plausible than you would think. But he had they were pushing some pretty bad policies too.
Well, I mean, and
like with the crazy immigration and stuff, just like opening the borders, letting like millions of people in. Tons of them are like criminals. Not to say all immigrants are criminals, but like some of them fucking were. And they were just like letting everyone in. Some of them were like ISIS terrorists they were catching at the border and shit like that. They weren't even just people from like Latin American countries. They were like Chinese people. They were fucking, you know, people from all over the world. And you don't know what like affiliation these people have, criminal records. Like there's like zero checks, you know? So a lot of people were really upset by stuff like that. And especially the fact that some of like a lot of these immigrants, like in places like New York, they're being given like free housing and like healthcare and like fucking an allowance of like $2,000 a month when they don't even provide that type of support for veterans or like people, their own citizens, you know? Which is not, you know, it's like there was a lot of reasons that
I can understand why people are upset about it.
It's not like it just happened for no reason, you know? But yeah, but him going against his word and taking on a war in Iran, a lot of people are upset about that, you know? But
if you believe the motherfucker in the first place, I'm sorry, but like Trump was a loose cannon from the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't think
that's why people liked him though.
Totally. But he's a loose cannon. No one's controlling him.
Yeah.
Or maybe they are, but like
at the end of is supposedly.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
But I mean, apparently Trump wants to attack Cuba next.
Cuba needs some freedom. No, shit's rough in Cuba. Actually,
okay, and that's
my buddy who just fucking discovered the podcast, or a coworker, Roberto. He's from Cuba, and he was telling me how fucked up it is there.
Does he want?
We could ask him. I don't know. Maybe he'll. If Roberto, if you're watching, comment and let us know.
Yeah. Do you want freedom in Cuba?
Yeah.
Do you want the great American eagle to come and fly over and drop freedom from the sky?
Shit's rough in Cuba, man. They do not have good infrastructure there.
Well, same thing with the Maduro thing. It's like
it's not
the people in Central America, or Latin America rather, they're like, okay, look, it's not good that the U.S. is just doing this. It sets a bad precedent, but it's okay. Like, it's slightly less bad than how it was before.
Yeah. And apparently Venezuela's pumping out oil now.
Well, and not to say that it's necessarily the right thing to just willy-nilly invade countries and take out all their leaders, which is
two evils.
It's the people there are kind of like, well, I mean, at least it's something different.
Yeah. Fucking actually, so the reason I brought that up, the Tucker Carlson thing, was to say he was breaking down how a lot of this is like insider information. Apparently, a lot of top-level military generals have been telling their troops and like saying that like this is a war to bring about like biblical prophecy and shit like that. And like some of the troops have reported saying that like some of their generals are saying we're going to war for like Jesus or some shit like that. Pete Hegseth, there's a video of him like 10 years ago in Israel giving a speech and talking about how he wanted to bring about the building of the third temple. You know about that?
I didn't see that video, no.
But do you know about the concept of the third temple?
How about you describe it for our listeners and viewers?
Bro, you're Jewish. You should know this. So, what's the most holy site in Israel is Temple Mount, right? Or what's it called? The rock. What's it called? Fucking sorry.
The wall?
No, it's right next to the wall. It's where Al-Aqsa Mosque sits. I think it's Temple Mount. Can you look this up quick?
I think it is.
Just fact check me. Sorry guys, I'm not like an expert on this, but I think I know what I'm talking about. So that was where the first temple was built. And then apparently that's where people believe that the Solomon built his temple, and then it was destroyed, and then years later Al-Aqsa Mosque was built there, and then as part of this like Jewish prophecy that they want to build the third temple. And it's like they believe that, this is why I want to have West on, because we talked about it briefly, and the West has been telling us this shit, that the Holy War is going to involve a war in the Middle East that will bring about the Antichrist, and that in order for that prophecy to be fulfilled, there needs to be the construction of the third temple. But right now, Al-Aqsa Mosque is sitting there. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I kind of butchered it, but
so what? They got to destroy Al-Aqsa Mosque and then build
the third
temple?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Well,
and you know the whole red heifer thing? So like in Jewish prophecy, they say a sign that the times will be near was that there will be a red heifer that is born. So red heifer is like a cow that's like, I guess it's red, but it has to meet all these standards of like not having any like pigmentation in its fur or anything like that. It needs to be like entirely red. I remember a couple years ago, there was a red heifer that was born, and everyone was like, oh shit, this is like the sign of the time prophecy coming to fulfillment. Search up red heifer right now. Fucking yeah. And this is not something I believe, but this is the go to news. Go to the news. Not shopping. We're not trying to buy a fucking red heifer.
We're trying to buy it.
I think there was one born. Do red heifer. Yeah, type in red heifer born. Yeah, born in Israel. Go back. Look that one. What? This one? Yeah. I'll kind of break it down. I read this.
What do Texan red heifers have to do with Al-Aqsa and a Jewish temple? They have come from halfway across the world and are kept under tight security and raised according to the strictest rules. They are 5 purebred red heifers without blemish who have never worked, given birth, been milked, or worn a yoke. These red heifers are the archaic ritual. They were brought to Israel for stand at the heart of a convoluted effort by a segment of ultranationalist Jews to destroy the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound, the third holiest site in Islam that has stood on a hill in the old city of Jerusalem for more than 1,000 years, and replace it with a third temple. This minority ultranationalist push flies in the face of Jewish scholarship, which rules that a third temple can only be constructed after the coming of the awaited Messiah to usher in the kingdom of God, not to bring about the return of the Messiah to earth. Members of these temple movements groups are also pushing to perform Jewish rites in the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound, in violation of the chief rabbinate's long-standing prohibition of the presence of Jews at the Al-Aqsa due to the holiness of the site. The heifer prophecy, according to the Old Testament, the 2 Jewish temples that stood where the Al-Aqsa compound stands today were ritually pure, as well as all instruments, garments, and people who served in them. The first temple stood from 1000 to 586 BCE, and the second from 515 BCE to 70 AD. The third temple is what ultranationalist organizations have been working towards for decades. Palestinians have for decades feared Israeli attempts to take over Al-Aqsa, which is the direction Muslims used to pray towards before the Kaaba in Mecca. These fears have been particularly acute.
I don't think you need to read the whole thing. That summarizes
you
it.
get the idea.
Fucking yeah, and I heard some people suspecting that with all this missile fire going back and forth, it would be easy for Israel to be like, "Oh, Iran shot a missile at us, hit the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Whoops." I guess we gotta build something there now.
Well, you know,
because it's part of their Keith is that his name? Keith Hegseth. He was in Israel, 10 years ago, talking about, we need to construct the Temple Mount, and fucking Tucker Carlson was like, dude, why the fuck, as an American, are you talking about building the third temple in Israel? Like, what does that have to do with you? I think he's Christian too.
Well, I was always under the impression that all the fighting going on in the Middle East is not just over territory. I was always under the impression that it is a religious, spiritual fight. It is. This isn't about just a piece of land. This is about a battle of ideologies. Yeah. And I think that's exactly why it's never been peaceful. Because if you believe that you're righteous because of God told you to do something, you can't make a truce if you think that God has given you a divine commandment to do something. Mm-hmm. Like, if God told you to do it and you don't do it and you really believe that, then you're like a heretic.
You're going to hell.
You're going to hell. Like, so the only option is for you to even take it to the extent that you kill yourself in servitude of the greater purpose, where you blow yourself up and kill a bunch of people. But it's like, no, this is a pious, righteous thing to do. So
amen.
You can't. Yeah, I think just the idea of there being peace there, even among, of course, the different sects of Islam, is like, okay, well, they don't even fucking get along within the one religion.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To the point where they're fighting amongst each other, and then of course you add the whole tribal ancestry into it, where they're like, oh, well, we're this tribe and they're that tribe, and like we don't get along, so like
it's just human nature.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a video here from the Dubai airport, which was damaged by an Iranian strike. Not good.
Suboptimal.
And then here we have one of an Israel strike on an oil facility in Iran.
It's a lot of fire.
نابود کرد.
Really looks post-apocalyptic. Or not post-apocalyptic, pre-apocalyptic. It's like it's pretty heavy. I get why he's driving towards it.
He wants to check it out.
Crazy.
And then we have a video of Iranian journalist reporting from in front of the flames of the burning oil depot.
عزیز مردم وقتی که میگه من فقط زیرساخت نظامی میزنم، اینجا محل پخش بنزین شمال شرق و شرق تهرانه. بنزین رو وقتی میزنه میخواد شما مردم اذیت بشید، میخواد کارهای نظامی نیست، بنزین برای مردمه، بنزین برای اینی که ماشین‌های شما، ماشین‌های امدادی و آمبولانس‌های شما راحت در شهر بچرخه. اینجایی که الان زده فاصله خیلی نزدیکی با مکان‌های مسکونی داره، یعنی خیلی محل عبور و مرور مردم و محل اسکان و خونه‌های مردمه. اینکه میگه من فقط نظامی میزنم اینطوری نیست، این دروغیه که در رسانه‌ها دارن به شما میگن. اینجایی که الان زده شده باز تکرار میکنم، اینجایی که زده شده برای من و شماست، برای بنزین من و شماست. اگه نشون بده این ساختمان‌های مسکونی رو، اینجا ساختمان‌های مسکونی جای نظامی نیست و جایی که
Crazy. I just thought that was wild. Like, bro understood the assignment. Like, he needs a raise. Like, imagine you work for a news company and you're like, I got the shot.
Yeah, that's the shot.
You got the shot.
Yeah, I'm grateful every day to be in Canada. Okay, and then here we have a video of the Iranians burning a Baal statue a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so I heard people saying that, like, I don't know, they burned the statue of Baal, and then the United States and Israel fucking bombed them. I don't know if there's a correlation. I think the idea is that they're saying that the United States and Israel worship Baal, so they're burning it and saying they're Satanists.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think that's why they're getting bombed.
Maybe it is.
Huh?
Maybe it is.
Well, I think this shit's been brewing a lot longer. I mean, I don't think one little statue burning is a catalyst for
It's interesting though.
An invasion like that.
It's like, that's not what I would have expected in my deck of cards.
Yeah, I wonder what the actual context here is, but I think these comments are silly.
Well, you don't like them?
Well, I mean,
anti-Semitic.
Well, I mean, it's just it's the Jews don't worship Baal. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
I think some of them do.
But then you're not Jewish. Like, if you're actually Jewish,
doesn't it say like a bunch of stuff like in the Talmud about like that's where that stuff comes from?
But they're not worshiping Baal. They worship like Yahweh.
Yeah.
Like they don't.
But like in the Talmud,
and sure, you could say, oh, if you're like a Freemason who's Jewish, and like maybe down eventually in one of these secret societies, like maybe they worship Baal, and then someone who happens
not like average Jewish people.
No, but are some of those people Jewish? Perhaps. Like I was talking to some Freemason guys recently. I think I was telling you about it.
You didn't tell me this.
And like, yeah, you can be any religion and be part of the Freemasons. You can be as long as you're a monotheistic.
You have to. One of the requirements, though, is you have to
be religious.
You have to believe it. No, you don't have to be.
Yeah, you do.
No, you have to believe in a supreme being.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you're just a hard, straight atheist and you're like, oh, I don't believe in a supreme being.
No agnostics either.
You know who that supreme being is?
Baal.
No, close.
No, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know who it is, but some people down this conspiracy line, they say that supreme being is Lucifer.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's why when people in these comments, I just think it's silly. It's like, come on, guys. Like,
you gotta tell me more about this after we.
Yeah, I'll tell you more about it later.
Yeah.
Okay, and then here we have another video.
Fine? Really? You need something to help you?
This is a United States fighter jet pilot who ejected in Kuwait.
You're safe. Everything good? No problem. Thank you for helping us. Everything perfect? You're fine?
So she crash landed in Kuwait, and I guess so. The United States helped Kuwait. I can't remember, in some conflict like in the last 10 years or something.
Oh, this isn't recent.
This is recent, but so Kuwait is a different country,
right?
It's close to Iran. I think it borders it. So when she landed in Kuwait, like they're allies. The United States and Kuwait are allies.
Mm.
So that's why they're like, "Oh, do you need anything? Can we help you?" You know.
Yeah. Well,
it's a brave woman.
Yeah.
We just saw what the other day was just International Women's Day, right?
Yeah, it was. Shout out,
brave woman. You can tell she's like just crash land a plane. She got some strangers walking up to her, and she's like cool, calm, and collected. So shout out to her. You know something fucked up though?
What?
Because you know how like International Women's Day was on the day that we did the time change.
Oh yeah.
They're like they gave them the day that's 23 hours in a day.
Yeah, like you
The
can't.
one day of the year
You can't have that.
the one day of the year that's like not 24 hours.
And it's permanent now.
It's permanent now, but it's funny.
Okay, and then we have the next topic to move on to now.
Okay, so this
we're gonna wrap up the previous topic, and now
this I want to give it a bit of a context. So I came across this video the other night, and immediately when I watched it, I found it very interesting and striking because I saw something damn near identical to what's on this video. And I'll give you the story after, but just for pre-context. Yeah. So it's a woman recording a UFO sighting in Montreal.
What the fuck? That is not a goddamn airplane. Why the fuck is it so fucking close? What the actual fuck is that? What the fuck? That is not a goddamn airplane. Why the fuck is it so fucking close? What the actual fuck is that?
Tabarnak! Sacre bleu!
Okay, that... What the fuck? God fucking
just disappears.
damn it.
It comes back. She gets another video.
I'm shaking right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm fucking shaking. That shit did not look like a fucking airplane.
she could have done a better
It
job
sounded
filming.
like one. But that was really fucking close to the ground, and I am not near an airport. Fuck. Alright, the light is off. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm kind of freaking out at the moment. Let me see if I can try to... What the fuck is going on right now? What? This is the second... Alright, the light is off. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm kind of freaking out at the moment. Let me see if I can try to...
Why is
What
it
the
just
fuck is
disappearing
going
behind
on
the building
right now? What? This is the second...
Here, pause it. I think you pretty much got the video. So, don't skip ahead. It's going to make editing impossible. So, now my story. I literally saw something like identical to that a few years ago. You know how there was kind of
All right.
two? The first one she saw was kind of like in a V, and the other one was in like a line.
Yeah.
More of a straight line. The one I saw was in like a straight line. So I was at a house party downtown a few years ago, probably about 5 years ago maybe. And I was on the balcony. And I was like, I can't remember. I might have been like smoking a cigarette or smoking a joint or something. And I'm like chilling on the balcony and like everyone's inside there. And I was by myself out there. And it was like, you know how like Vancouver is like cloudy, kind of like today, overcast, but you know how sometimes it'll get like the clouds are low. So it was like they were like, you could see the clouds kind of like between the buildings downtown. We were next to like some tall buildings. I remember I looked up and I saw a line of lights passing like just over the building, slowly like that. And it went from like one side to the other. And it's like, wasn't shocked at first, because at first I was kind of like, oh, it's an airplane. But then I was like, no, that was like 50 feet above the buildings. And I realized like, it was weird this moment, because it was like, I don't know what I saw. But in the moment, I didn't tell anyone in the party, because I'm like, they're just going to think I'm fucking crazy. And I just kind of had this moment where I'm like, okay, well, that just happened. I kind of just went on with my... But it was crazy, dude. Like, literally just the image of looking up at night and just seeing, like, these buildings. Because we're, like, maybe... I don't know what floor we're on. Maybe, like, the 10th or 15th floor. I can't remember. We're, like, high up, but not super high up. And you could see, like, kind of the buildings rising above you. and it's just seeing like this line of lights just go like passing like slowly just over the buildings. And like kind of like you could see it through the clouds, but not like perfectly clearly. And then just like kind of watching it pass by and then just being like, what the fuck was that? Like,
and then it just disappeared into the clouds.
It was just like maybe like 5 seconds, just like in my view, I didn't see it the whole time. It's like I just look up and I just kind of see like pass by. And then it kind of takes me like maybe like 10-15 seconds to be like process what the fuck I just saw. Because at first I'm like, oh, it's an airplane.
Right.
But then you're like, no, like that we would be like, that's like some 9/11 shit. Like airplanes don't fly over buildings like that. And it was wide. It was like a line of lights. Like it was literally like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, holy shit. Like I've seen that before.
I wonder what it is.
Fucking UFO, man. The Greys, the reptilians. Something like that. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I was tripping. But the crazy thing is I wasn't tripping. I was just kind of like...
How fucked up were you?
Dude, I wasn't fucked up. It was like, you know, when you go to like a house party and you have like a couple beers and you maybe like hit a joint and then you're just like chilling. It wasn't like that kind of house party. And this was when I was smoking like weed enough to not like... It didn't affect me really.
Right.
You know, where you have a tolerance and you can like chill and like smoke a joint and it's like you don't really feel anything, you know? It's not like I'm like, whoa, I'm so fucked up.
So you don't think this lady's faking it?
No, dude, I don't think so. Dude, there's a lot of legitimate UFO videos out these days. The activity seems to be happening increasingly more often. And a lot of people speculate that it has to do with this idea of us coming to a turning point with these global events, you know? The aliens, the reptilians, are contributing to the bringing about of the Antichrist. I bet Alfred would agree with this shit.
Yeah, probably.
He's probably all over this shit. Anywho, that's my story. That's my UFO story. I've seen a UFO twice in my life. That was one of them. I'll save the other time for another story.
That's
another episode.
That's quite the mystery.
Yeah. Shout out to the aliens.
Okay, and then in the vein of
do you want to watch this?
UFOs.
How far are we in the episode?
47. Maybe we'll skip this.
Honestly, it's a bit.
Yeah, we'll skip this.
I don't really want to.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about female representation in
this is Thorun's topic.
Crime. So I was reflecting back on previous episodes, and
you know it's bad when Thorun starts reflecting.
I thought, you know, in the vein of mass shootings.
Yeah. And
I wanted to know, how many female mass shooters are there? So we have here from ammo.com. So, you know, it's in their best interest to, you know, represent the facts accurately. But the study goes back, and I think this is only in the States. But there was from 1968 to 2026, 201 total offenders under the Narrow Public Act definition. So there was 197 male shooters and only 2 female shooters.
What about the other 2?
And the other 2 are transgendered. And I'm pretty sure all of the female school shooters were like they were doing it with men. That'd
be a crazy thing to convince your girlfriend to do.
Seriously. So but I did find this one. So this was like one of the only ones I could find about female school shooters or mass shooters, which is the Abundant Life Christian school shooting, which happened in 2024, actually. So more recent. And she went in there, you know, did some terrorist shit, and then took her own life. But apparently it was a copycat attack. But yeah, other than that, and she was 15.
That's crazy.
So very unusual. Usually this is male perpetrators doing this kind of stuff. But, you know, there is some representation is the point.
Oh, okay.
So you don't need to fret about it.
I don't know what inspired you to look this up.
Anyways, I just wanted to point that out. And, you know, maybe it says something about the male psyche or the female psyche.
I think this says something about you.
I think it's good that, you know, if men are doing a lot of havoc, they're wrecking havoc, at least the women aren't. You know, maybe it's actually a good thing. You know, balances everything out.
Yeah, it is a difference in nature.
Perhaps.
Of the different. Yeah.
Anyways, okay, moving on from that. Okay, this is just a reaction to these people's high level athleticism.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh shit,
bro! They're kicking it with the bottom of their feet.
What the fuck? He did a backflip.
Dude, isn't that shit fucking crazy?
He's gonna backflip like 6 feet in the air. Where's this? Thailand?
I think it's Thailand. Dude, imagine how good these guys would be at Muay Thai. I bet he does.
They do Muay Thai, 100%. You can just tell by looking at them.
Dude, isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, they would fuck you up.
Dude, they'd jump into the air and kick you right in the face.
You'd probably die.
Yeah, they'd kill you with one jumping kick like that.
That's crazy. Shout out to Thailand.
Shout out to Thailand. So
they either have extremely masculine men
or ladyboys.
Lady boy.
But yeah, put some respect. Wait, we don't have that one anymore, right?
I don't think so.
We don't have that one. But yeah, put some respect on Thailand's name. All right, and then now to round out the episode, we have a rant.
Okay.
You had one this week, right?
I have a rant.
Do you want to take it away?
I don't know if it's a rant, but it's more of like a story. It's a very emotional story.
Okay, let's hear it.
So when I walk up to the gym, it's funny because I always take like the same route. And there's always like these two geese that like are on this one patch of grass. It's like they just chill on this like corner and they live there. And I was always kind of like, damn, they're like Bonnie and Clyde. They're like separated from society. It's like the goose is like, it's me and you versus the world. We don't need all those other geese. It's just us. We'll just fucking, all I need is you. You know? It's like I got that. I don't even know if this is what's actually happening. But in my mind, I've created this whole backstory to these two fucking geese.
So you must see them pretty often then.
Dude, they never leave this corner. Whenever you walk there, they're just there. And it's like we don't need to fly around, whatever. Anyways, so
they're just like, we're just gonna live here.
Yeah, and it was kind of beautiful in a way. You're like, this is.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like a rant.
I said it's more like a story. And I would always see these two geese. And then walking by lately, I just see this one goose. And it's like, I've been looking at him and I'm like, I could tell the goose is depressed. It's like she left him. And it's like, I just wanted to fucking like stop and be like, man, you got to get your shit together, bro. Like seriously, like I get emotional talking about it. It's like, I'm looking at this goose. I'm like, dude, you can't live like this, man. You got to move on. She's fucking gone. She's not coming back. You know? And it's like, literally, I just want to stop there and fucking, like, shake this goose and be like, fucking snap out of it, man. Like, you gotta keep moving. Because it's like I can see this goose. He's just there by himself. I don't even know. I've created this whole fucking story in my head.
He's hoping for things to be different than they are.
I know, but it's like I can see it, and I'm like, man, it's like I can just see the sadness in this goose's eye. It's like he's lonely. He's depressed. And I'm like, fuck. So that's my story.
Man, maybe you got to do something for him.
I know, dude. Literally, it's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to speak goose.
Maybe you got to.
But if I could, that's what I would say. I'd be like you ever have a bro who's like down bad? He's like out of the dating game. It's like, dude, you got to keep moving.
Yeah.
You know? It's my heartbroken goose story.
Damn, bro. That's you're gonna make everyone cry.
I'm gonna cry.
Dude, you just gotta like maybe invite him over, cook him some fucking dinner.
Yeah, cook him some fucking duck.
Yeah, cook him some duck. Maybe like give him like a self-help book.
Yeah. He'll be alright. Shout out to the goose.
Hey man, speaking of birds and avians, that's actually one of the things my rant is about.
Shout out to all the bird.
I feel like mine is definitely less wholesome than your story.
Oh yeah. You hate the birds?
Well, okay, so I hate how many fried chicken places there are in Vancouver now. There's too many fucking fried chicken places.
Go on.
Like, why do we need so many fried chicken places? I swear they're popping up like weeds everywhere around the city. And
people like chicken. There's a big market for it.
Okay, but
it's like coffee shops. There's coffee shops on every block, but they all make enough money to stay open.
Coffee shops make sense because they're basically drug dealers.
Fried chicken, drug dealer.
Is that the same thing though? Like, do you wake up in the morning and you're like, "Oh, I need my fried chicken"?
Dude, I do like some fried chicken.
But okay.
I've been going to the Korean fried chicken place. It's good.
But how many times a week do you want fried chicken?
I've been better now, but dude, I used to go like twice a week.
Okay, and how many coffees do you have every week?
I have more coffee, yeah.
You probably have at least, 7 coffees?
Yeah, but fried chicken costs more money.
Well, exactly. It costs more money, but I don't think we need that many fried chicken places. Like, we don't need that many. And like their angle is like, okay, sure, the Korean one, sure, you have the angle of that you're a Korean fried chicken place. Yeah. But if you're just a regular...
Yeah, I don't like non-Korean fried chicken.
Yeah, it's just, you're just unless you're down low chicken.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the only like traditional fried chicken place I like. All the other ones suck.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
it's just like, get out of here. We don't fucking need another fried chicken place. Like on Main Street in a 5-block radius. We just need more
down low locations.
Yeah, we need more down low locations. I'd be fine with that. But on Main Street in a 5-block radius, I swear there's BBQ fried chicken, there's Popeyes, and there's just some random fried chicken place like literally 3 doors down. That makes okay.
Too much.
Why do you need it literally next door? Why? Who opened first? Why do we need 3 fried chicken places on 1 block?
You know, Down Low opened a location on Kiss Beach, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's fine. But do you need 3 fried chicken places in 1 block? I don't think so. You guys gotta fucking relax.
But if they're all making enough money to pay their bills and stay open, then clearly the demand is there.
You know, I have a bone to pick. No pun intended. I mean, I guess unless you're getting boneless fried chicken.
I like boneless fried chicken.
With the people who are eating all the fried chicken all the time. You shouldn't be eating so much fried chicken.
It's not good. It's not healthy.
It's not healthy. I feel sick when I eat fried chicken. It's like, this is way too fucking much.
It's good, though.
And I guess it depends.
You know, I think the best Korean fried chicken I've had was that place you used to work.
Dude, yeah, they're fire.
That time we went there with your coworkers, dude, I was like, I think it was like the best fried chicken I've ever had.
They're pretty good. They have it down to a science.
I think it was also, we had a few beers too, and that just like, It's the whole experience.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's supposed to be an experience. It's not supposed to be like a serious meal choice. And so that's why I think there's too many. I think it's not good for people. I think they need to be making better health choices, because you're right. If they're all making money and they're all open, and clearly there's people buying from them all the time.
Yeah.
People need to be buying less fried chicken, and then we can have less fried chicken stores open. Big hater o'clock right here. Fucking big hater.
America healthy again.
Okay, and then so I have another rant. This is a rant I've already done, but it's about people thanking bus drivers. So I'm revisiting this one. The other day,
I never thank bus drivers anymore, and it's because of this guy.
Well, no, okay. It's virtue signaling, okay? It's virtue signaling.
Mm-hmm.
This lady gets off the bus.
But what if you're like getting off on the front and you actually like look at him?
I feel that's fine. I think that's fine.
Because some people say it to the bus, but if you actually say it to the driver.
This woman, so I'm getting on the 99. Yeah. She's literally standing outside of the bus, like 1 foot off the bus, and she's like, thank you. Like, I could barely hear her. I'm like, who is this for? Who are you saying it to? Are you saying it to me? Because I could barely hear you because it's so loud out here. And you, like, what? You think he's going to hear you all the way at the front of the bus? She's getting off at the back doors. Back doors. And she, in like an indoor voice, says, thank you, 1 foot out of the bus.
It's so funny.
Who is this for?
I get off the bus now and I want to say thank you, and I don't because of you. And I have this, like, I go through this, like, internal conflict every time I get off of a fucking bus where I want to thank them and then I don't because I feel like a bitch, and then I feel like a bad person. And it's like, dude, I just want to get off the fucking bus. Why do I have to go through this fucking turmoil?
Well, okay, if you're gonna say thank you, just say it really loudly. You gotta yell it.
Sometimes I say it, but I make sure to like say it in a way that I'm like saying it to the bus driver.
Yeah,
because I feel like there's a different way. Like if you're like interacting with someone and you say thank you, it's different than how when people get off the bus and they say thank you, they say it in a different way. They say it like you're right, like they are virtue signaling. Like they're saying it to the bus, not to the driver.
Exactly. I feel like it's such a Canadian thing. Like overly polite. Just be genuine. Are you thankful? Then get off at the front and say, "Oh, thank you. Like I really appreciate it."
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, just
look at him in the eye and be like, "I appreciate you."
Yeah, I think that's way better than just getting off at the back and saying it to the fucking side of the bus. Like, you want us to think you're a good person? You want me to think, "Oh, wow, that's so thoughtful that you said thank you," even though the bus driver didn't even hear you. Like, you want you want us to think that you're grateful? Anyways, I saw it again the other day and it reminded me of
don't thank bus drivers. Hey, one time we were drunk and I got off the bus and I said, "You're welcome." You remember that? Yeah. I was like, "You," just to fuck, because I was with Thorun and we were drunk.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. And then I have one more rant. It's been an angry week. And this is about people, and you know who you are. It's nothing personal. But
what do you mean by people?
People who put too many smiley faces in the work group chat.
Well, you shouldn't have any smiley faces.
This one motherfucker I work with puts, and okay, look, it's not.
One of my coworkers put a pregnant emoji in the group in the work.
I think emojis.
He removed it though, because I think
emojis are fine. Yeah. Smiley faces are fine. It's not about that as much as this motherfucker, and this is why if he ever hears this, he'll know that I'm talking about him. But he uses a colon right bracket smiley emoji, not like an actual emoji, but like he puts like.
I like an OG smiley face.
No. He puts it after every single message.
Oh, that's too
robotically. Like there's no thought behind it. It's like every single message has it at the end.
What if it's like a bad context message? Does he still put the smiley face? Be like, "Oh, the dishwasher's broken." Smiley face.
I think he would. I think he would do that. It's literally
someone broke in last night. All the tips are gone. Smiley face.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen a negative message from him, so
we had
like,
to escort a customer out today due to him being intoxicated and threatening the staff. Smiley face.
That reminds me of a story I need to tell off the air.
Okay.
But this motherfucker puts way too many smiley emojis. Don't be robotic. It's like the same thing with the people thanking the bus driver. Are you actually smiling that much? Are you actually that fucking happy? After every single message, you're going to put a smiley face. Like, are you really that happy?
I heard this a while ago.
Just like smiling after every message. Like, is that you?
I heard this a while ago, and I'm curious. I think it's legit, but someone was asking like why Russian people don't smile that much. And I think I heard like, so in Russian culture, to be smiling for no reason is like a sign of stupidity. Like there's something wrong with you, like you're retarded or something like that. If you're just like, it's like, dude, like, like just,
just be stoic.
I think that's there's something valid to that.
And then you're just, it's okay. It's like someone who swears too much. If you're swearing after every single other word, now when you actually need to be adding emphasis to something, it doesn't matter if you swore. Yeah. But if you rarely swear or don't swear that much, and then you add a fuck here or like a retard there, it's like, okay,
it has impact.
Now it has impact. So if you're putting a smiley face after every single message, and mind you, in the same spot, he never starts the message with the smiley face or puts it halfway through the message. It's always right at the end, no space. It's just whatever he says, and then without a space, and then the colon, right bracket.
Unacceptable.
Dude, think about it. Like, your smileys have no impact. If you want it to have impact, if you want people to really feel like your smiley means something, you got to use it sparingly. Okay, you can't just be.
You're leaving Cactus, right?
Yeah, I am.
You should bring it up.
Dude, I almost brought it up last time I saw him, but I couldn't have the heart because he's actually a really nice guy and I like him.
And maybe that gives you all the more reason to do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to be real with people, especially the people you care about.
You know what? Maybe I will bring it up next time I see him. I'll be like, you know what, dude?
You got to chill with the smiley face.
Like, you really love the smiley face, huh? You really like that one smiley face. He never uses any other emojis either. It's just this one.
Okay, we get it. I'm going to have to cut you off.
Send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
All right, maybe I need to go to Dagestan. Fuck.
Yeah. To the gulags.
Seriously. All right, well, that brings us to the end of the episode.
Yeah, this has been episode 47. I hope that we can find peace in the Middle East without the coming of the Antichrist. We'll see if that, tune in next week for more updates.
Yeah, Trump's got to fucking chill. He's got
and then Yahoo. They all got chill.
Yeah.
Who else?
Well, Trump is the one with the fucking big guns and all the money, so they
got a lot of guns too in Israel because the United States gives them. Actually, one thing I want to say too before we cut off is apparently they were saying the United States is lower on munitions, so they've had to dial back their attack strategy. And part of the reason too is because they gave so many fucking missiles and shit to the Ukraine war.
Mm-hmm.
Where like these missiles, these hypersonic or whatever the fuck missiles, you can't just like pop them out of thin air. They take a lot of money and time to develop these weapons, And when you're just like giving them away, by the time you get into a conflict, it's like you've depleted your stock by a considerable
Well, I'm sure
percentage.
the Democrat didn't think that this was going to happen, so it probably didn't seem like a big deal at the time.
Yeah. Anywho, sorry.
Yeah, please fucking let's everyone chill out.
Peace in the Middle East.
Peace
Say
in the
no
Middle
to the coming of the Antichrist.
Yeah, everyone's gonna fucking chill.
Yeah,
everyone's gotta chill. And I like to make funny jokes, and obviously like that's part of our shtick is like we make inappropriate jokes at times about serious subjects, but like realistically, everyone's gotta chill. Fucking, don't bring around the Antichrist. Check your mental health. Talk to someone. Talk to a friend. Talk to a trusted loved one. Call 811.
Talk to an AI chatbot.
Talk to an AI chatbot. Tell it your problems. I mean, fuck, that's better than nothing. And sometimes it's better than something too, because the AI chatbot is, can pull all the information from what we have on the internet. So fucking take care of yourselves, people.
You could do like some kinky role playing.
I think there's bots for that too.
Yeah, there's bots for that.
All right. Peace.